to my channel. My name is KITSCHY and in this vlog we are heading to MegaCon at the ExCeL in London. So yesterday morning we flew down to London. Yesterday was Friday, today is Saturday. I'm starting this vlog today. I didn't really see much point in starting the vlog yesterday because I wasn't doing very much. Starting the vlog today, we're in London. We are heading to MegaCon in literally like 10 minutes. I'm just waiting on Ethan coming back. I am recording in the bathroom because the lighting in here is immaculate. But I'm gonna bring you along with me to MegaCon this weekend. I have some panels, which is like crazy exciting. I'm doing 3 panels this weekend, 2 today, 1 tomorrow, and yeah, just like, what? There is TokFest going on, there is MegaCon going on, there is DragCon going on. Just everything this weekend is in the ExCeL and I'm really excited, but I've also been like extremely nervous and anxious. I've been feeling sick this morning just thinking about doing panels today because I've never really been up on stage to like speak about something or, you know, just talk about anything really. I've never done it in front of people. I can talk to other people about what I do, but when it comes to other people, you know, I've never done that before, so I'm really anxious, but I am looking forward to it. Anyways, I'm gonna stop recording in here because I can hear myself that it's really echoey and it's not gonna sound great, but I just wanted to introduce this vlog. Let's go to MegaCon! Also, I promise I will do a fit check once I'm actually ready, because like right now, not fully ready. I don't even have a choker on right now. I have just done my makeup and I'm trying on different outfits to see what I would prefer to wear. I will show you what I'm wearing. I'll get a video of it somehow and I'll show you how the outfit's looking. But what do you think of my new hair? I got my hair done on Tuesday and I've gone for black mostly all over because I'm gonna give my hair a bit of a break from bleach. And it was honestly one of the hardest decisions for me to come to terms with and like decide that I'm going back to being a dark colour. Because I don't really want to be bleaching this part anymore. I just want to let it grow out, let it get a little bit healthier, not have quite as much bleach going on in my hair because it was just getting really damaged. We'll see how the black goes. I don't hate it. I kind of was like a bit up in the air about it to begin with, but I actually think I really like it, and still having a little bit of colour throughout it makes it feel like it's still me. I'm just not the vibrant hair Kit that you know. And remember, I'm now the goth girl Kit. We have progressed from emo to goth girl, but I still kind of look like an emo, honestly. Anyways, I need to get ready before I end up running late. This is the outfit for MegaCon. Very simple. You can hear my shoes squeaking as well, but looks very goth. We're on the way. We're heading. It's so echoey in here. So we've just left the hotel and we're on our way now to the ExCeL to go to MegaCon. We have to go to another bit to like sign in, but we're gonna go and try and find that and then head in just now and have a look around because I don't have a panel until 1:30 today, so we have a bit of time to go around and have a look at the markets. And it's been such a long time since I've been to a Comic-Con and not been selling something, so this should be fun. I'm zoomed in. We're VIP. We've been here now a couple of hours. We've had a walk around MegaCon, had a wee look at all the stalls, and I think I've got about an hour until we have to be at the creator stage for my first panel, and then I think I have a panel straight after that, and they're about an hour long. I'm gonna get some of it filmed. I don't know if I'll include the whole hour because I feel like that's a bit unnecessary, including the whole panel. We are just gonna head back in, wander around for a little bit, and then we have to head up to the little room, I don't really know what it's called, and get taken downstairs to the creator stage to start the panel. So I haven't really gotten over the nerves that I had this morning. They're still definitely there. I'm still very anxious about doing this, but it'll be a good experience, and really, what's the worst that can happen? We'll see. Anyways, I'll chat to you soon.
I'm Charlotte Craig, known as Fully Shark Craig on socials, and this is Tuning Into Trends. And this is my lovely panel here. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I am a Gutter Rat, also just known as Gutter Rat, and I make alternative content on TikTok and Instagram, and a little bit on YouTube. I think the way that I keep on top of trends is just watching far too much TikTok and spending far too much time on social media. I also work in digital marketing as well, so my screen time is ridiculously high and probably not very good for me. So that's what I stay up on my trends. Before the sort of niche I work in, posting a lot of song is, or soundbite is doing really well on the platform at the time. I would always leave a video up, even if it flops, because you never know when the algorithm is going to pick it up. I have a video that I posted right back at the start of when I made TikToks in the beginning of lockdown. Wasn't making them for anybody, I was making them for myself and for my friends to watch. This is a little bit of a silly laugh. And the video now continuously just occasionally has this spurt of likes or spurt of views. And I don't really understand why. The algorithm doesn't really make sense that way, but it will randomly a week after, 2 weeks after, decide that it wants to start sharing that video with other people, and it will just push it. So if it does flop, leave it up there. It might eventually come back round and start showing in people's For You pages again. Playing off of what you just said, I've always noticed that TikTok will have like a trending sound first, and then you'll see it on Instagram a week and a half later, and it's like, oh, that's why you don't know the meme when I'm telling you about it, or whatever it is. It always ends up on Instagram, and then the very last one's Facebook. You find it like it's you're finding it on Facebook all the way like months down the line.
It was before where it's not kind of sat well with your niche and what you're trying to put out there, and it's had a kind of impact on you as a creator. Has that happened to any of you guys at all, in any instance?
I think the only thing I can relate to this is probably not jumping on trends, but a lot of my content, or at least some of my content, is rage bait, where I look very alternative, but I will pretend not to know very basic alternative songs, pop punk songs, and the internet gets so angry at me. And the comments that are really angry at me for dressing this way, or having eyeliner and having dyed hair, and they're like, if you don't know those songs, there is no way you're allowed to dress like that. And that content always does really, really well for me, and it's because people love to get angry, and they love to leave a comment, they love to be angry at you for something.
So I just finished up my first panel. That's the first one. I'm away to go on for another one in literally like 15 minutes, so I need to head back up to the hall. But it wasn't awful. It didn't blow up in flames, I didn't magically combust, it wasn't bad. It was just, I think I'm very anxious being up on stage or like speaking in front of people, doing public speaking, because it's not a strong point of mine. But I feel like I managed. I will include some videos from it in this vlog so you can see what we were chatting about. But yeah, definitely an experience.
I am KITSCHY Brats, and I make alternative content, bands, fashion, makeup, that kind of thing. It was either free contact lenses for some makeup video, or a free wig. I went through a wig phase, and I got sent quite a few wigs from different companies, but I can't remember which one was my first. One of those two.
Being in the alt community, there's something, maybe generalising here, and you can absolutely tell me off and slap me on the wrist, there feels like something against the idea of brand partnership that doesn't feel very old, doesn't feel very, punk, very... Do you struggle with that?
Is one working? It definitely seems like something that would go against being DIY, being punk, being alternative, going against the man. It definitely feels like doing brand deals isn't right with that. Oh, sorry. There's definitely a lot of alternative brands out there that do want to work with alternative creators. It's one of those things that's quite hard for an alternative person to get in on brand deals that's maybe a makeup brand. It can be quite difficult because you're not fitting into what they see as the beauty standard. You look a bit scary, you have tattoos, you have a nose piercing, it's not what they see as the beauty standards. Other brands that do want to work within your niche, you just have to kind of hunt them down and look for them yourself and figure out what it is that people that do want to show off you and show off what it is that you do. There's always those kinds of brands.
I mean, I think that's so important to like find the one that connects to you as well. And doing a little bit of legwork, and then if you find a brand and you're like, this doesn't match with my alignment, it's very powerful to sort of say no. Do you collaborate with other creators much yourself, or?
Not quite as much, because I live in Scotland,
right.
And there's not an awful lot going on in Scotland, so it's quite hard to actually...
I always wanted to go to Scotland so bad.
You still
very
can.
Quiet and
It's still open. Last time I checked.
Collaboration.
It's very beautiful, but very quiet.
Well, no, but here's the interesting thing, because that was the final question I was going to go on this topic before we have to wrap up, was that how would you approach creators? Because when it was me, we were all living in the same area.
Well, I am awful at sending any messages, even if it's like like someone that I really want to be friends with, I'm so frightened of it because like there's just this barrier in my brain that I can't message people. But I've met so many wonderful people in the alt community just by commenting on a video, and they've popped up in my DMs, and we've ended up meeting up at like Download or Slam Dunk, and I get to like spend time with these other creators, and it's just like it's been really, really nice being able to see that there are other people like me in this world. And I might live in the middle of nowhere in Scotland and be that there's a very small community where I'm from of all people, so it's really cool being able to see that online and seeing other people and meeting other people and making friends with people that are exactly like me, and I'm not alone in this little world. There's lots of old people out there.
And that, my friends, is the SiTC energy that we've been carrying for like, what, 15 years at this point? I love that. That's very good community. Skill. We're going to make a sentence about the message that we want to take for collaboration and going forward and how we're going to live the rest of 2024. We're going to start with you, Anne. Give me a word.
Together.
Together.
We.
Make
Chaos.
Together we make chaos.
Work.
Full stop.
There it is, everybody. Together we make chaos work. Full stop. A big round of applause for everybody on the panel. Thank you so much for coming to watch.
We're heading back to the hotel now. That's us finished for the Saturday. We will be back again tomorrow briefly. We're not going to stay the full day tomorrow because we've got other things to do. But we have finished up. My second panel didn't go as well. I was definitely far more anxious with that one.
It did go well. She's putting herself down. She did really well.
But I have one more tomorrow at 11:30, and then I think we'll have another wee look around DragCon, and then we'll probably go off and do something else. And that'll be MegaCon for the weekend. But we're back to the hotel and then away to get something to eat because we've had no lunch, haven't eaten since breakfast, and we are hungry. Hungry.
I'm a hungry boy.
We are back at the hotel now, and I think we're gonna head to Canary Wharf just now. We're just putting on some warmer clothes because it's freezing outside. But we're gonna head along to Canary Wharf because there's a restaurant there called Attribution, a sort of ramen restaurant. We're gonna go see if we can get dinner there. Don't know how busy it's gonna be, but we're gonna give it a shot. And then I think we might head into Soho for a couple of drinks this evening before we come back and get ready for tomorrow. I don't think tomorrow is going to be quite as busy at MegaCon. I think we will just appear, do the panel, and then we'll head off and do something else tomorrow. We want to make the most of our time being down here in London because I'm not in London very often. Yeah, that's all. I'll bring you along with me. Don't think we'll be doing anything that exciting tonight, just kind of going out for a little bit, but if I do anything exciting, I will let you see. It is day 2, it's the Sunday of MegaCon. We will be heading along very shortly because it's like 10 AM just now, and I have a panel today at 11:30. I don't think we're going to spend the whole day at the con today. We've got the panel and I want to have a wee look around again properly today and have a little look at all the stalls, maybe pick something up because I didn't pick anything up yesterday and I kind of want to get something like a print or something. So I'm going to have a wee look around this morning, hopefully before I have to do the panel, and then I'll maybe hang around for like another hour after the panel, and then we're gonna head off and do something else. I think we might go to Tate Modern today, go have a wee look around the galleries and go to the graffiti bridge because it's cool. But I don't really know what else we're gonna do. I thought I would just give you a little catch up about yesterday and how yesterday went. So yesterday was the first time I'd ever been to Comic-Con, first time I've ever been in this part of London. I've never been to the ExCeL before, so it was all very new and nerve-wracking and a little bit scary, and it's the first time in my life that I have ever been on a panel for anything or spoken in front of people in that context. Like, I used to do your school talks, I've spoken in front of like uni classes and stuff like that, but I've never stood in front of a group of strangers and just spoken about something. The first panel that I did was called Tuning Into Trends, and that one was presented by Charlotte Craig, and it was really lovely to actually meet her and get the opportunity to have a little chat with her. So that was really nice. That panel I felt went really well considering how anxious I was and how nervous I was, and the way my brain goes into a bit of like an overdrive whenever I'm trying too hard to think about what I want to say. I feel like that didn't go terribly. I need to give myself credit where it it's due. It didn't go terribly. I definitely felt like I could have spoken a lot more. I think I just stumbled across my words a little bit, and as soon as I have that first trip up, I find it really hard to sort of bring myself back together, get things together, and just present myself really well. Although I was very nervous doing that, I feel like it did go well. I did notice that I really don't like my voice through a microphone. I don't mind it. I mean, I don't like it when I record it, but I don't mind it too much when I listen back to my voice because I have to listen back to it quite a lot. But hearing it through a microphone, I'm not a massive fan, I'm not gonna lie. As for the second panel was called Creator Collaborations, working with brands and other creators. This one threw me off. I tripped over myself right after answering the very first question, which was, who are you and what do you do? Just like, I completely forgot who I was, completely forgot everything about me, completely forgot everything I've been doing for the past couple of years, and just mind blank. That made the whole experience of that one even more nerve-wracking than the first. Yeah. I'm sure it wasn't that bad. There's certain things watching back the videos again last night when we got back. When I was watching them back, I was cringing at myself and just like, why did I say that? Why did I say it that way? And one thing that I do quite a lot when I am nervous is I will say the same thing over and over and over again, just in a different way. And it means I just keep talking for ages, and I don't mean to do that, but it's the way my brain helps me to feel a little bit more calm in these situations. I just get really repetitive and it's a little bit annoying, but it's my brain, it's what I'm like. So that was how that one went. It was definitely a lot more nerve-wracking, and I feel like the other people that I was on the panel with were excellent at talking and being able to speak in front of an audience, and they just had really great personalities, and they were able to put that out in front of live people. Like, it's very different doing this in your bedroom in the safe space of your home, and then doing it in front, like speaking in front of people, or doing something that's not in front of a camera where there's no one else around you and you are just able to speak. It's so much more difficult and nerve-wracking being able to do that, and some people just can. Some people just have that skill that they can speak wonderfully in front of people, and I wish that was me, but it's definitely not me, and I felt that quite a lot during the second panel that I did. I am still extremely proud of myself for actually saying yes to these and pushing myself so far out of my comfort zone. You know, like, if you told even 18-19-year-old me that I would be doing this, I would have laughed at you and been like, absolutely not. Never in a million years will I do anything like that. So I'm extremely proud of myself, pushing myself past those boundaries and being able to say that I have been on a panel at a comic convention. It's very wild to me. I'm so incredibly grateful for all of the support and for all of the support I've had over the years creating content and putting content out there, because without that support I wouldn't have these opportunities, and it's really brought it all back to me, and I'm just like, this is wild. This is really wild, and thank you for joining me on this crazy little journey that is my life. I am so incredibly grateful. We are away to head off very shortly to go to MegaCon Day 2, and yeah, we won't be hanging around too long today. I think we are just going to go and head into the centre of London and do a little bit of touristy stuff, because I'm never in London very often. Last time I was in London was November last year, 2 years ago, so it's been a while. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up before I talk too long, and this is just a long talking segment. So let's go to MegaCon Day 2.
TikTok, Instagram, and I do a little bit of YouTube, but that one's just kind of dabbling in it a little bit. So that's me. Finding my space wasn't too difficult because I've been alternative since I was 11, 12 years old. I was as a little baby emo, little green. It was in like a different way, but because for me, being authentically myself is being able to present myself the way that I do and not feel frightened by that. So I was alternative when I was younger, and I would dress alternative. I didn't really dye my hair or anything. I was quite held back with how I wanted to express myself, and being able to share content online and seeing the support that I got for sharing that content online allowed me to develop my personal identity, I suppose, and who I am authentically. So for me, dyeing my hair bright colours, I know it's black just now, but it's been loads of different colours.
There's some bright in there.
That sort of thing feels like it's now part of my personality, and I was able to present myself that way because I felt confidence from seeing other people that were in this community online, and just finding that sort of thing. So don't push yourself past burning out, because once you burn out and you try to be creative, what you produce and you create just isn't the best of what you can do, and you need to take that time, you need to have a break. And if that is taking a little bit of time away from social media, away from what it is that you like to do creatively, you sometimes do just have to take that break. And no one's going to tell you that you're wrong for taking that break. No one's going to slap you on the wrist and say that that was a bad thing to do. You need to take that time, because otherwise you will burn yourself out and you will just begin to hate everything about that creative thing that you love so much to begin with. Yeah, don't let yourself burn out.
Yo, we're in London, baby.
You're so cringe. Just finished my panel for today. I thought I was maybe gonna have another one at 2:30, but I'm not on that one, so all is good. I'm finished my panel for today, and we're probably just gonna have a little loop around DragCon, have a little look. We got a print. Very cool, very emo. Gonna frame that and put it up in the flat. Yeah, we're probably gonna head off very shortly, go and check out Tate Modern Museum, I think, and we'll have a wander around central London, because we've not been into central London yet. We were at Soho last night and we were in Camden on Friday. We've not really been to central London. I'm gonna go do that and then probably head home later on this evening, go to sleep and do something tomorrow, because our flight home is tomorrow at like 6, so we have a full day to kind of fill with stuff as well tomorrow. But that's the update for just now. Any thoughts, Ethan Holt? Good thoughts. She's on the balcony. Emo. We've just come back to the hotel. That is us finished with DragCon and MegaCon for the weekend. I finished my panels and we are away to go into the centre of London just to walk around, explore a little bit, probably get some lunch because we're hungry, and we'll stay there until this evening and then probably head back to the hotel some point later on this evening, chill out for tonight, and then our flight tomorrow isn't until 6 p.m, so we'll probably do some stuff in the morning before heading to the airport to get a flight back home. Well, that's it for the London vlog. We're now heading out to get lunch and then we'll be heading up to the airport to fly home this evening. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you have, please don't forget to hit the like button down below. Leave me a comment down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We'll see you in my next video.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane.